Finally for us on the Town Hall today, we're counting down to one of the best holiday traditions in Western New York, Roswell Park's Tree of Hope.
It's certainly been a trying couple of years for all of us with the pandemic and social unrest, political divisions. Now imagine going through all of that while also battling cancer.
Yeah, that's why the Tree of Hope is so important to so many people. But it turns out as we prepare for the big event, there's just one thing missing. There's a famous quote from a renowned activist that hope is being able to see that there is light despite all of the darkness.
2, 1.
Roswell Park's Tree of Hope brings that saying to life. Every December at Kaminsky Park is filled with the sights and sounds of the holidays, bringing brightness, especially important these days. The Tree of Hope is special for people every year, but it does seem like with all we've been through for the past couple of years, it's provided even more hope at a time when we really needed it.
You know what, that is such a true statement. I think that people have been grasping from different areas, trying to revive themselves, and I think that the Tree of Hope does that because it reminds people that hope is yet alive. Hope can shine through any pain, any sickness, any type of drama in the world, so to speak. And so we're looking forward to just reviving that spirit of hope, and this is the place to be on December 10th.
And you can't have the Tree of Hope without a tree.
We had a live tree out in the park there. It just was unhappy. We couldn't get it to grow. It unfortunately had to come down, so 3 years ago we started doing a cut tree. And we had a donation from a couple who wanted to honor a friend who was a cancer patient. Last year we had a couple who wanted to honor their grandson who was our patient. So this year we're hoping to get another tree that will honor someone who's one of our patients or friends of Roswell.
Craig Coyne and his team are on a hunt to find that perfect centerpiece and continue a tradition still growing. The trees have been very impressive that you've gotten thus far, so the bar is high.
Yes, the bar is very high.
Here are the specs. The tree needs to be a spruce or a fir, 40 to 50 feet tall with a maximum 20-inch diameter at the base. It's viewed from 360 degrees, so it should look nice on all sides. And Craig needs easy access, no power lines in the way for the lifting equipment, and a large flatbed truck that will carry it away. If I'm a viewer watching right now and I'm like, I've got that tree, and I also love Roswell Park, what should they do?
So I think they should give a call to 1-800-ROSWELL. We have an email address. They could send something to them. We'd like to see some photos. We'd like a description of the tree.
This is like our Rockefeller Center, right?
It is. Yeah, we would love to have a tree as big as Rockefeller Center. However, we just can't manage that right yet. Soon, but we're hoping for a really big tree.
With previous donations coming from families touched by cancer, organizers hope for the same this year. And there's always a special story.
There is always a special story, and there are always special people in the community that can give us that tree that we're looking for. So the hunt is on, and we cannot wait for that wonderful tree to be delivered right here in our park.
Last year's Tree of Hope was a bit different, almost entirely virtual. The 2021 celebration will include more people in the park, in addition to those who watch on Channel 2 from home. Plus, there's a new tradition.
We're going to have what we call Luminaries of Hope. So those are the doctors, the donors, the patients, and employees who will help really to light up the event from afar. And so even as we're turning the light on here, they're going to be turning the light on throughout the city.
And throughout the holiday season, the entire park and that beautiful tree will help fill that darkness with light. When you can escape that for a moment during your treatment and come out and see the Tree of Hope, has to give you some hope.
I think it gives you hope because, you know what, everybody is buzzing with excitement and life. And I think that is what connects us all, the living truth that we are hopeful beings.
We're hoping with more people this year we can really have a tree that's like, wow, we're coming out of this, and there's a lot of hope.
So mark your calendar so that you can save the date. The Tree of Hope again is Friday, December 10th. We'll have special coverage, including the tree lighting, live right here on Channel 2.
And just a reminder, if you have a tree, call 1-800-ROSWELL. There's also a ton of information just posted online. So go to roswellpark.org/Tree of Hope. We know there's a lot of beautiful big trees around Western New York. I'm sure there's one out there with a great story attached to it as well.
They really need a tree, so please tell your friends as well. That's going to wrap it up for today's Town Hall. We appreciate you watching. We'll end here by showing you our text line number, 716-849-2220.